Hi, my name's Alex Copeland and I work with Richard FAIRBAIRN and the Online Success Model, and this is video number 2 in our Pinterest course. Now this one's about the platform itself, Pinterest. I know you're excited to learn, but we want to make sure that you're doing this right. Not all social networks are the same, so how does Pinterest work? How is it different from other ones such as Facebook? By understanding what people are on Pinterest for, what they are looking for and how they communicate, you can do this in the best possible way to make sure that you resonate with them. It's like walking into a business meeting and then kicking back and chatting like you were with your friends at the pub. This probably wouldn't go down very well, right? Well, you need to know how to treat people differently depending on where they are. It's the same when it comes to social networks. So let's assume you know nothing about Pinterest, even if you do, so that we can take all those mind roadblocks out the way and actually learn from the start. Now Pinterest is all about the eye candy. It's all about the images. People come to Pinterest to see pretty things. They don't come here for pages and pages of text. Obviously, even though they come here for images, when they click through onto your subject, there's a good chance you want to tell them more about it. So you've got an article or a body of text that you want them to see. But because they've come onto Pinterest, they like to see pretty things. So make sure that your article or whatever it leads to is also full of eye candy. People's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter all the time. And a pin is powerful as it's all very visual. You want to catch people's attention and then lead them into another piece of content that you've created that also keeps their attention. It's no good going from a fantastic image into a massive wall of text because people will get bored and just leave. Now the other thing with Pinterest is you can niche things down very easily. You can have different boards for different images and different subjects, and it really does convert better because they know exactly what they're looking for. So what is the difference between a generic board and a specific board on Pinterest? A generic one is okay, but there's so much choice that sometimes it's hard to narrow down the target market, meaning that you're kind of getting a lot of different traffic coming that may not actually be that interested in what you have to offer. This is great for lots of traffic, but as mentioned before, we want quality traffic and we aren't afraid to have slightly less of that type. Now a specific kind of board means that less people will see it, but there will be more quality, so there will be more conversions. Let's choose an example. Let's say for instance that you had a sugar-free cupcake and you had a board about sugar-free foods. Now you know you're going to attract a certain type of client, a certain type of crowd that are looking for things that are sugar-free. Now if you just had a cake board, then yes, you would get lots of people on there all looking at the cakes, but you wouldn't be able to niche it down like you could with the sugar-free. Now if you were then selling sugar-free recipes, you know you've got the right target market, but on the generic cake board, you don't really know what they're into. This example also shows something else which is very important with Pinterest, and that's the organization. It's the main difference between things like Pinterest and other social networks. They can just look at what they're interested in very easily. When they can see you're offering what they are after, they're more likely to buy from you or trust you or follow you or repin those pins. Pinterest is different in this way. For example, Facebook is for friends and it's hard to organize things. It gets lost in the feed, you put things up there and next time they're gone. You can't really keep them in any particular order. So Facebook has its place, but Pinterest really is great for organizing and following through, which is why it's great for marketing. Now people are looking to learn things on Pinterest. That's why they go there, whether it's to learn of a color scheme or a recipe or how to keep fit. This means they're much more likely to click through and buy things based on what they're trying to learn. Now if you do this right and you set this up correctly, then you can make a lot of sales through Pinterest. And we'll go into exactly how to do that in the next few videos.